Hello and welcome to Interview with the Experts. As usual, I'm joined by Alex Morrison, a senior broker at Banc Limassol office.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Today I want to talk to you about fundamental analysis. Could you start off with a quick overview, just explain what it is, and then we'll move on to some of the fundamental indicators you use to make money for your clients.
Well, it's easier to start with what it isn't, especially in binary options. By dictionary definition, we know that investors are looking for the true value of a certain asset when it comes to fundamental analysis. You try to analyze company portfolio, new products getting launched, even up to natural disasters. Then you go for your long positions or short positions, hoping that your analysis is correct by the time that your strike price is being reached. It's extremely risky. There's absolutely no way that you can predict or analyze certain things that will happen, in this particular case with a stock, let's say, by the time that your desirable strike price is being reached.
So you don't use fundamental analysis, Alex?
I always use fundamental analysis. I only use fundamental analysis as my first tool which tells me my tradable assets. But the way I use it is obviously take fundamental analysis and implement it into binary options trading. It all starts from the definition of binary options. We know that binary options are based on high return short-term investment. That's the first thing we know. And secondly, that the market is based on the level of novelty of your common trader. So I know that if I do have a report, if I do have a certain governmental report that's happening, especially currencies are extremely affected by certain reports such as the unemployment claim, such as the GDP, your gross domestic product, my personal favorite, the NFP, which is by far the best tradable day of the entire month.
So where do you get this economic data from for the indicators?
You have so many outside factors that could obviously document you upon fundamental analysis, first of all. And secondly, you have a broker that knows his fundamentals and obviously keeps you informed through emails and chat about the fundamental reports which should be happening on a weekly basis. ForexFactory.com, FX3.com, more than enough information to be gathered from only those two particular websites.
Okay, Alex, would you like to show us an example?
Yeah, why not? I actually brought a little tablet here. Now, we're looking at the NFP report. I mentioned the NFP report, the non-farm payrolls, which is by far the best tradable day of the entire month. Every single first Friday of every month, we have the non-farm payrolls. We already know that they measure the difference in employment from the previous month to the current. More jobs being created creates more money being spent. And more money being spent creates more jobs. So obviously, we have a circle going around. Every single time that the report comes out, especially the NFP report comes out, taking into consideration the fact that we said the market is based on the level of novelty of your common trader, we will have at least a 15 minutes to half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour time frame that we can capitalize on binary options trades. As a pure example here, this is a screenshot on the graph of net dania of our previous NFP report. This is a, let me just see, it's a US dollar against the Japanese yen report. Report came out negative. We already knew exactly what happens. We know that Forex Factory as well, and FX3.com, it does give you the previous report and the forecast, what they're expecting, in order for you to know and make up your mind in regards to your next move on that particular tradable asset. It did come negative in this particular case. We know that the US dollar has been hit, and we clearly have a downtrend on a 15-minute graph for 2 hours on the US dollar JPY. We can enter as many positions as you wish. As soon as the report hits, with an expiry time of an hour, obviously, there's a no-brainer that's going to be hitting the money. Very healthy profit will be made upon it. That is your non-farm payrolls. Of course, you have your other indicators, your moving average and your RSI, which obviously tell you when to enter the market and when to come out. From the moment that you are already on your Forex Factory and you know when your report is coming out, you know that if that report is coming out at 8:30 Eastern time, you will be in front of your computer waiting for the result of the report on the phone with your broker, knowing what happened in order for you to know exactly what move you should be making on the tradable asset or on the pair that you're going to be trading. Once again, NFP report, Euro USD was much highly affected. We clearly see the trend before it. As soon as the NFP report hit, we obviously see that we have 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, 115, 1.5 hours for you to more than enough time to capitalize on as many trades as you wish with binary options trading. Don't forget, we have expiry times from 10 to 15 minutes. So that's why fundamental analysis is so much easier to implement in binary options when we're dealing with short expiry times.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Alex.
Pleasure.
That was Interview with the Experts with Alex Morrison, our senior broker at Banc on a very cold and blustery day here in Limassol, Cyprus.